Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see you all. I'm lying. So all is white. I mean, right. In Martha's Vineyard again. Oh. It was a close one. After a frightening interaction with 50 happy migrants, the brave citizens of the rich liberal enclave handled the monumental crisis by calling in the National Guard and shipping them off to an Air Force base. But damn, Trump didn't even call in the Guard when cities were burning to the ground. And here they're called in for 50 migrants. But I get it. You know, what if somebody wanted to use the bathroom? And they'll probably want some food, right? A glass of water. We don't want that. So within 48 hours, those migrants were off Martha's Vineyard faster than a Kennedy fleeing a submerged vehicle.
Damn.
I know. They get away with it. They always get away with it. So they rejected the migrants the same way they reject giant turbine windmills that disturb their views. It's another liberal wet dream that exposed their hypocrisy. The Democrat motto should be, not in my backyard, unless you're there to rake the leaves. Yes, the proud sanctuary city, when faced with being a sanctuary, couldn't put up or shut up. So this was when the migrants showed up.
We don't have the services to take care of 50 immigrants, and we certainly don't have housing. We're in a housing crisis as we are on this island, and so we can't house everyone here that lives here and works here. We don't have housing for 50 more people.
No, wait. And now this is them when they leave. Oh my goodness, same lady. Adios, amigos. Don't let La Puerta hit your ass on the way out. What a compassionate town. And the media agrees. According to CNN, the migrants left an indelible impression on their accidental hosts. And why were they accidental? Because the hosts actually didn't want them there, you idiots. Man, when it comes to reporting on liberal behavior, CNN can turn into butter. Don't try that, Steve. I know you have a cookbook. And as far as an indelible impression, it's the people of the Vineyard who left one. And it's what phony racists they were. I've seen bird sanctuaries happier to take in cats. They enriched us, says the locals, after the migrants spent just 44 hours there. And I guess that's what you do when something enriches you. You tell it to leave. You're happy to let them work there, but not to live, so get them out. Here's DeSantis. I wonder if the president is scrambling to get his cabinet together.
The president is scrambling to get his cabinet together. He didn't scramble to get his cabinet together when you had 53 migrants die in some trailer in Texas. It's only when you have 50 illegal aliens end up in a very wealthy, rich sanctuary enclave that he decides to scramble on this.
I gotta hand it to DeSantis. He did more than any politician on furthering the conversation on immigration. And who's the party that always says we really need to further the conversation? It's always the Dems. Although their idea of conversation means sit quietly while I scream at you. If you want conversations like that, you might as well marry Kat. But DeSantis said, if you're a sanctuary city, then be a sanctuary city. So there's your conversation, you hypocrites. So the media, flummoxed when their own phoniness is exposed, threw an incoherent tantrum.
Leaving some migrants on a literal island that doesn't have any infrastructure designed to help them at all. It's inhumane.
Fascist Republicans are trying to ship migrants around the country to make them suffer to troll the libs.
Here is short Ron DeSantis and, frankly, Greg Abbott and Doug Ducey. We hate immigrants. Get the F out, and we will help you get the F out.
Well, who sent them the F out? Of course, for them to be angry, they have to forget Biden had been sending migrants by plane at midnight all over the damn place. But you can't blame that on a Republican, so why report it? So finally, here's the solution to their lies. Spread the challenge around and include the states who brag about their sanctuary status. Look, we're all in this together, right? Whether you're a struggling farmer on the Texas border or a struggling family like the Obamas. That 29-acre state's not going to landscape itself. So why is everybody so outraged? They think they're better than you. They're exempt. They have no masks at parties, but you wear them. You can't have a gun, but they got private security. They love alternative energy, but that windmill better stay in your state. Everything they pretend to rail against, they embody. Oh, they love migrants with their leaf blowers, mainly because the tools they use are so loud, it gives them a perfect excuse not to talk to them. Ooh. Former New York Governor David Paterson said it best. These jerks are just like the white libs who opposed integration way back when.
They were progressive, they were liberal, but they didn't want anybody moving into their neighborhoods. So it was someone else who was going to have to live with the African Americans or the Hispanics who moved into those neighborhoods. So you kind of see history sort of repeating itself 50 years later.
So they call themselves progressives, but their behavior is regressive. They call Texans racist for moving migrants, then they do the same thing. They believe they're the compassionate ones as long as they don't do anything about it. It's not like they think these migrants are trash, or do they? Well, here's a tweet comparing migrants to trash. And who's doing it? Liberals. Not extreme MAGA light, which is still only 70 calories. But the worst part about all this, James Taylor is still singing.
Hey, migrants, don't be so withdrawn. People will pay you to take care of their lawn. Come on down to Martha's Vineyard. The season's over, but I don't think you guys care about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo!
Yeah. You can clap. Now, no one in a sanctuary city really believed they had to walk the walk. That was just for you lowly types in the border states. The media plays along because they all hope that one day they will live in Martha's Vineyard too, away from these unwashed masses like you and me. I'm unwashed. It's the same media who love a good stunt when it nails Republicans and now finds this shameful. And they're right, it is shameful. The border states brought shame to those who express outrage now when they didn't seem to mind the death and suffering created by their own policies that protected their love for cheap labor. The hypocrites are more upset by being exposed than the real suffering they caused by their false virtue signaling. So don't let them shame you for starting the conversation that these phonies never wanted. Instead, here's another Spanish phrase for all you libs and media types that you might want to learn. Besa mi culito blanco. Let's welcome tonight's guests. He's won 11 Emmys and deserves a 12th for acting like he's Kilmeade's friend every morning. Co-host of Fox and Friends and author of the book, The Simply Happy Cookbook, Steve Doocy. Joe Biden would call him an ultra-MAGA threat to democracy. Actor and comedian Terrence K. Williams. She's like a jalapeno, small, spicy, and often soaked in tequila. Fox News contributor Kat Tipp. And his tattoo artist needs more ink than the New York Post. The My Massive sidekick, and the NWA World Television Champion, Chirus. Steve, is this the first time you're on the nightly show?
It is. I had no idea they had a show on after Tucker.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I know why you're here. It's to pump this book. That's the only reason why you're here, a cookbook. That's why you're here. You make me sick to my stomach. Ooh, deviled eggs. That's for me, deviled eggs.
I know you love. Actually, Greg has got a recipe in there, the entire cast of the 5, and I brought his ingredient that he has contributed.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Pez. He puts Pez on a charcuterie board.
Yes. And you don't want to know where I put the Pez dispenser.
Now, what is that little thing next to you? Is that a breath mint or
yes, it's a breath mint.
Or a urinal cake?
All right, control yourself, you sicko. That's why you're on in the mornings. So, smart or dumb move by DeSantis?
Brilliant move.
Yeah.
And now that is what, right? Don't play to the audience. I'm sorry.
You only applause for me, not for this guy.
Okay, let me start. Ask me that again.
All right. Smart move or bad move?
Yes, right? and here's why.
Why?
Because out of this, essentially it's a stunt, but it's very effective. Now we've got Gavin Newsom challenging DeSantis essentially to a duel. I challenge you to a duel. Let's do a debate. However, because he's in California and the governor is saying everybody's got to, you got to wash your dishes at midnight. So if they had a debate, first of all, it could not be televised because that uses electricity. But I think if they did do a debate, first of all, Gavin Newsom would have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And the venue would be the French Laundry. And it would be great. Who wouldn't watch?
The weird thing about the French Laundry,
right?
You can't do your clothes there. Terrence, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Been a while?
Been a while.
Yes, it has. I love it how they're always like they say it's a stunt or they're being used as props. What else do Democrats do on every issue?
Man, I don't know, but I sure do want a free plane ride though.
Yeah.
Can they put me on a plane with them?
Yeah.
My goodness. But it's crazy though. Like, just think about it. Like Martha's Vineyard, they got rid of them in 44 hours. That's like a record breaking right there. I mean, they make Border Patrol look bad.
That's true.
They make them look bad.
That's a good point.
They got them in and out of there quicker than a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Yeah, that's
seriously. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's true, though. But it's because, you know what? They enjoyed the symbolism, but they didn't enjoy actually engaging in the practical solution, Kat. And that's where you come in. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, they were there just long enough to, take Instagram photos with them.
Yes.
like of them handing them something to be like, and they said what they were changed by it and all of those things. A lot of it is virtue signaling, obviously. There needs to be some sort of solution here because you can bus people all around, but none of them are able to get jobs here or actually work, which is an issue. I don't know at what point it's going to force people to actually do something. I hope that it does because it needs to be done at the federal level. And rather than just saying, it's a humanitarian crisis to send someone to Martha's Vineyard, which I don't think it is.
Yeah. It's definitely not like the Holocaust, which CNN
They
alluded
said that
it would
but
be.
Thankfully, they're moving more towards the middle or whatever.
Yes, they really are. Before they would have said 9/11 and the Holocaust.
And the Holocaust combined.
But they said, you know what, we got to be more moderate. Just say the Holocaust.
Just Holocaust by itself.
Tyrus, what do you make of this? Is it time for Biden to call these governors and sit down and hash it out?
It might be a bit extreme because he wouldn't know what he was calling for. So you have to understand, though, I kind of feel for the people of Martha's Vineyard. It was off-season. They were already staffed.
Yeah.
So there was, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I think, and the thing about, they're in a housing crisis. Yeah, because they're all empty. Because during their peak months, they hold up to 250,000 people, and then that cuts down to like 30,000 or something like that.
Right.
So, I mean, who's going to fill those houses? Certainly not 50 people.
Yeah.
So, and if they spread out, we'll never be able to find them. So. So again, shame on DeSantis, 50.
Yeah.
I like big round numbers.
Yeah.
Nothing says like Martha's Vineyard like 1,000.
Yeah.
How many was at that birthday party?
I don't know.
Let's start there.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? The thing is, and I honestly think that all of this outrage is not coming from migrants at all. They went from Venezuela. To them, America, Martha's Vineyard, New York City, it's all the same. And I'm not saying because they're ignorant of geography. I'm saying that if you want to come to America, you often can't be picky or choosy.
Well, if you follow the progressives' argument, they're escaping hell.
Right.
So,
oppression.
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard, it was off-season.
Yes.
But still.
It still beats.
Wasn't hell.
It still beats Caracas.
Yeah.
Which I love to say.
Labor Day? Wow. Next thing you know, we expect us to be in white blouses. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.